Hi, this is Mavelyn Japolit. Welcome to my video in Packet Tracer Activity 2.8.1 Basic Static Route Configuration Lab. And here's the learning objectives in this activity. So, ang una, cable a network according to the topology diagram. Erase the startup configuration and reload a router to the default state. Perform basic configuration tasks on a router. Interpret, debug IP routing output. Configure and activate serial and Ethernet interfaces. Test connectivity. Gathered information to discover causes for lack of connectivity between devices. Configure static route using the intermediate address. Configure static route using an exit interface. Compare static with intermediate address to static with exit interface. Configure a default static route. Configure a summary static route. And document the network implementation. And let's start the activity in task 1. Erase and reload. So number 1, erase and reload the routers by using, step 1, cable the LAN for the PC in the topology. So, mugamit ta og straight through cable para i-connect ang switch 1 and PC 1. So, kay nagamit naman ang fast Ethernet 0/1. So, ang kasunod ini is 0/2. So, mao ni atong gamiton. So, i-connect sa fast Ethernet. Siya, ang sunod, switch to fast Ethernet 0/2 and fast Ethernet. Unja, ang ikatulo, switch 3, we will use fast Ethernet 0/2 to fast Ethernet. So, parehas ra silang tulo. So, we're finished connecting the LAN cable. Okay, let's proceed to step 2. Clear the configuration on each of router using the erase startup config. Okay. Sa router, so ang tulo ka router na to atong i-erase using the erase configuration, startup configuration. So let's enable muna, no? Enable, then erase startup dash configuration or config. Okay. Ang nakabutang dere, erasing the NIVRAM file system will remove all the configuration files. Continue or confirm. Okay, so dere answer no if asked to save changes. Okay, so di dapat save ang changes na. So, enter. Okay. Erase of NIVRAM complete. Okay, let's proceed to router 2. So, i-open ang command line interface. Then, enter. Enable the router. Just use the erase startup config. So, kay maumanay pangita. Okay. Proceed to PC3. So, mao lang gihapon ang atong buhaton. Oh no, what PC? Router. So, router 3. Enter, then enable. Use the erase startup config. Startup dash config. Enter. Just sunod is next. Kaya human naman ta. Basic router configuration. So, nakabutang dire, if you are having difficulty with any of the commands in this task, refer to lab 1.5.1 basic router configuration. Okay. So, pwede na nato himuong guide. So, step 1 on the routers, enter global configuration mode and configure the basic global configuration commands including host name, no IP domain, lookup, enable secret, do not configure the interfaces. So, dapat hindi ka mag-configure sa mga interfaces. So, una is router 1 o R1. So, unsa man tong global. So, let's enable muna, no? Then, config terminal. Yan yung global command, config terminal. Then, next, host name. Okay, enter. No, kuwang. So, host name. So, ay kalimti pagbutang sa host name. R1. Sunod is no IP domain. No IP domain lookup. Enter. So, sunod is enable class. Enable secret class. So, do not forget to put the class. Kay mao na ibutang sa password or secret. So, secret class. Anong secret class ng password? Ja. Proceed ta sa ikaduhang router. Enter muna, enable, then config terminal. The global command. And next is host name. Host name R2. Enter, then no IP domain. No IP domain lookup. Enter, then enable secret class. Okay. Katulo ang router. Okay, there na lang tanong kaya hindi ta mag-save. Enable, then sunod config T. Config T. Ang sunod is host name. Host name R3. Sunod is no IP domain. No IP domain lookup. does lookup does enable secret class. Step 2, configure the console and virtual terminal line password on each of the routers. So, sa password. So, sa tamawas password, mo gamit ta og line console 0. Console 0, enter. Then, password Cisco. Password Cisco. The sunod is login. Siya aray na punta sa R2. Okay. Line console 0, enter. Okay. Line console, line console 0, enter. Sunod is password. So, password Cisco. So, muna itong gamitin ng password inig mag-login. Sunod, login. Okay, let's proceed to R3. Line console 0. And password Cisco. Enter. In task 3, interpreting debug output. Nakabutang dire, if you already configure IP addressing on R1, please remove all the interface commands. Now, before proceeding, furthermore, R2 and R3 should be configured through the end of the task 2. Basic router configuration. So, kayo pala man ta nagbuhat ana, kayo man ko nag-configure sa IP addressing. So, let's proceed to step 1. Step 1 in task 3. Okay. On R1, from privileged ASIC mode, enter the debug IP routing command. So, debug IP routing. Okay. Debug IP routing. Enter. Mali siya. Okay, exit. Okay. Exit, then debug IP routing. Okay. So, IP routing debug is on. So, let's proceed to R2. Okay. Password, Cisco. Label. Then, class. Then, Okay, diretso ta kung kaya. Debug IP routing. Okay, pwede sadya mo diretso. So, sa router 3, enter, enable, password is Cisco, class, nangyari, malit ko, Cisco, okay, enable, class, okay, debug, IP routing. Okay, IP routing debug is on. It is stated here that the debug IP routing command will show when routes are added, modified, and deleted from that routing table. For example, every time you successfully configure and activate an interface, Cisco IOS adds a route to the routing table. We can verify this by observing output from the debug IP routing command. In step 2, enter interface configuration mode for R1 LAN interface. So, the command here is configure terminal. So, config terminal. Enter. Then, enter configuration command 1 per line in with Control Z. So, ito. Next is R1 config interface fast Ethernet 0. Okay. So, interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Then, sunod, configure the IP address as specified in the topology diagram. So, R1 config if IP address 172. So, let's check kung sakto diri 172.163 that one. So, nakabutang ba sa topology? So, carry ang nakabutang. So, let's copy na lang this one para short ta. So, IP address pa. Okay, IP address ko no. Mani ang pag-configure. So, IP address. Then, ibutang tong IP address. Then, ang subnet na 255.255. Okay, copy. Okay, enter. Then, so, is up or there stated 6 subnets state in one line 0. So, unsay angay buhaton para mukuan? So, carry a. Enter command is necessary to ensure the interface is fully configured. If you are not sure what the command is, review the discussion in section 2 that directly connected to the network. So, ang dapat tani is kinahanglan magbutang taog no shutdown. So, do not forget to put that. So, nakabutang diri ano interface fast Ethernet change state to up. Dara siya. Line protocol on interface fast Ethernet 0 change state up. So, RT interface fast Ethernet 0/0 added to routing table RT. So, tas set last RDB for 172.16.3 That's 0/24. New RDB is directly connected. RT add 172.16.3 0/24 via 0.0.0.0 connected metric 0/0. RT net read 172.16.3 0/24. Okay, sakto ta. So, atay kaduha nga IP configuration is serial 0/0.0. So, IP config. Ano sinisya is config terminal para mag IP configuration tayo. Sa interface. IP address. So, sa serial 0/0. Copy. Tapos yung subnet mask. Pinanglan dyan ni siya uban para magkuha ng atong interface configuration. So, invalid man siya. Ano man. So, R1. Kaya wata nagbutang og interface. Okay, interface S0/0.0. So, do not forget to put the interface serial. Enter. Copy. Then no shutdown. No shutdown. Shutdown. Then control Z. Yes. Active. Run. Start. Okay. Run. Start. So, pwede na dito ang tagpuan. Config T. Interface na shutdown. So, change state. Config T, then IP route, show IP route. Interface serial 0/0 is IP address. Silay nato ang IP address. Subnet mask. enter, shutdown. Interface is 0/0. Enter. Config ka pala. Config T. Interface is 0/0. Then IP address. Enter. No shutdown. No shutdown ba? No shutdown. Okay. Interface serial 0/0. Change state to down. So down message. Okay. Okay.
Input as Ethernet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
IP address slash. Ay, ruangan pa dito. Exit ano ta? Config host kung IP debug IP debug IP router 2 config T configuration commands control G interface mao ni ang sa routing debugging is on sa IP config routing yan debug IP routing so sa pass ethernet ni sa R2 ja next ta sa okay sa ta config para sa config T as interface exit da kay di man day pwede mag doble no so IP routing ay ko debug IP routing so debug IP routing so sa serial naman to is 0/0 enter tas config T enter tapos enter ang interface serial 0/0 the IP address so mga na ni siya dara copy tapos ang subnet enter no shutdown okay So, interface serial 0/0 change state to up. Exit para sa serial 1. Exit. Okay. So, debug IP routing. Config to interface S0/0/1. Okay, IP address. So, pinangalan silang ipang change para may problema. Pero na set. Okay. Archie. So, sa R3, router 3, debug IP routing debugging is on. So, money ang mi gawas. Pinag 78 na siya dyan. Config interface S0/0/1 enter IP address. So, 78 sa ito na ganun. So, man ako nag-check sa physical and PC check. Check link lights are all linking lights blinking. So, blinking. Has interface event activated or enabled? Yes, then enter command to verify that new route is now in the routing table. So you put should look familiar to the following output should now be one route in the table for router 1. What command did you use? Okay, so sa router 1, sa route, yung command na ginamit, shut down. So sa step 4, enter command to verify that the new route is now in routing table. Your output should look familiar to the following output. There should now be one route in the table for R1. What command did you use? So, ito ang akong gibuhat. R1, show IP route. Ito ang command, show IP route. So, money ang output. So, and let's proceed to R2. R2. Okay. Cisco Debug plus show hyperroute. Okay. Then R3 show IP route. Okay. Wait, yan ibibi. Kaya habang igamit ko, okay? Tapusin mo muna ako dito, ha? Tapusin ko lang to.
What you want your studying now? Can I watch you when you're studying?
Later, okay?
Can I watch you when you are studying?
Step 6, enter the clock rate command on R1. So, configure the clock rate 6400 and enter. So, here's the output. Line protocol on interface serial 00 change step up, then interface serial RT sorry interface serial 0/0 added to routing table RT set last RDE for 172.16.2.0/24. New RDB is directly connected. So RT add 172.16.2.0/24 via 0.0.0.0.0 connected metric 0/0 RT net RED 172.16.2.0/24. Clock rate 64,700. So, lahi man sila. 4 megawas. Megawas. They're not the same output. R1 and R2 sa clock. Okay. 4,000. Meron sa result. So, maura gyapon. Dara. So, sa S00, why may gawas pero sa interface serial 0/01, so may gawas ni siya para sila sa R1. Okay, so money na ay kuan clock rate. Nature line protocol on interface serial 01 change to up RT interface serial 0/0/1 added to routing table RT set last RDB for the more than 192.168.10/24 new RDB is directly connected. RT added 192.168.1.0/24 via 000 connected metric 00 RT netred 192.168.0/24. Okay. So let's proceed to R3. So let's try what's the result. Okay, in router 3, so let's see what's the output. So I try the interface 0/0/1. So kaya wala may serial 00. So serial 001. Enter. So kung anong result ng clock rate. So wala. So ang R2 lang meron para sa R. Step number 10, turn off debugging on both routers using either no debug, IP routing, or simply undebug all. Okay, IP routing debug is all. So R2 no debug IP routing. So task 4, configure IP addressing the host PC. Configure the host PC with an IP address of 172.16.3.10/24 and debug gateway. So, mana pod na. So, task 5, test and verify the configuration. Mas naman na ang sa PC1. Tapos ang PC2. Here we are. PC3. Okay. Test 5, verify. Test connectivity by pinging from its host to the default gateway that has been configured for that host. Okay. Enter. Pinging statistic for 172.16.3.10 packet sends for received 0 for lost 0. Approximate round trip times in milliseconds minimum 1 milliseconds maximum 16 milliseconds and the average is 12 milliseconds. PC2, pinging 172.16.1.10. Enter. Pinging statistic for 172.16.1.1.10 packet sends 4, receive 4, lost 0. Minimum 7 milliseconds, maximum 16 millisecond, average of 13 milliseconds, approximate round trip times in milliseconds. Request time up. So ang PC 3 request time up. So not successful. Ping statistic for 192.168.2.10 packet sent for received 0. Task 6, gather information. Step 1, check the status of interfaces on each router with the command show IP interface brief. Okay, show IP interface brief. Okay, interface, IP address, okay, protocol, fast Ethernet 0/0172.16.3.1 use manual app, fast Ethernet 0/1, so kaya wag man na unassign, use manual administratively. Serial 0/0/1 172.16.2.1 use manual app. So itong dalawa wala. Okay. So sa R1, sa R2. So let's proceed to R2. Okay, show IP in R2, show IP interface brief, interface fast Ethernet 0/0, use manual app, yung 172.16.1.1, protocol app, fast Ethernet 0/1, unassign, down, then serial 0/0, 172.16.2 is manual app protocol, serial 0/0, 172.168.12 is manual app. So parehas sila, VLAN and assign. Okay. So we have three interfaces activated: the fast Ethernet 0/0, serial 0/0/0, serial 0/0/1. So that's the interfaces. Why are there three activated in the interfaces? Because they're all activated. They're all the verification, because interface uh, because we're done configuring the interfaces. Step 2, view the routing table information for all the routers. So R1, view IP route. So here's the output code C. So they're the same. Then 172 subnet 3, two subnets, then fast Ethernet, I know 172.16.2.0 is directly connected to serial 00/00/0. 172.16.3.0 is directly connected to fast Ethernet 0/0. So they're the same. Why networks are present in the topology diagram but not in the routing table from R1. The networks. Why? Because they're not including in the routing. So in R2, IP route. So they're the same. 172.160.0.0/24 subnetted to subnets. Then what's this? Cisco 172.6.1.16.1.0 is directly connected to fast Ethernet 0/0. Then 172.16.2.0 is directly connected to serial 0/0/0. 192.168.1.0/24 is directly connected to serial 0/0/1. What networks are present in the topology diagram but not in the routing table 2? In the topology diagram, the in R2 topology, the fast Ethernet serial. So ang fast Ethernet Pass Ethernet 0/1/1 and /2. Okay. Key 3. Key 3. Router 3. IP route. Code C. Yan. Mana ang output. Gateway of the last resort is not set down. So, 192. What networks are present in topology diagram but not in the routing table? Serial pass Ethernet. Pass Ethernet 0/1 and Fast Ethernet 0/2. And serial 0/0/0. Why are all networks not in the routing table for each of the router? Because of their kanang ilang connection sa kuan. What's this? Ini ang serial DC because they have different are not connected. What can be added to the network so that devices that are not directly connected can ping each other? What can be added to the network so that devices that are not directly connected? So, yung cable, dapat dili automatic. Okay. So, sa R3, on the router 3, configure static route to 172.16.1.0 network using the serial 0/0/1 interface of R2 as the next hop address. Okay. What I was suggesting next hop. So config T start, then IP route interface na siya. Mag-interface pa? Okay. Interface S0/0/1. Okay. And so IP route 172.16. Copy. Enter. View the routing table to view the new static route entry. You notice that the route is coded as an S, which means the route is a static route. To new shut down, enter. So wala man. Okay, let's start Control Z. Accepta. Enable. Balik ta sa step 2, use ping command to test connectivity between directly connected to routers. Mani na kalimutan na. So ping R1. So R2, gamit ang R2 ha, din ping R1. Okay. Ping R1 or router 1 space. Kalimutan man. Uy, ano man. Diretso fan ready ay ping ping y butang R1 para sa kuan din sa PC. So, number lang yung IP address lang ibutang. Okay. Pinging 172.16.2.1. Typescape sequence to abort sending 6. 100 byte ICMP equals to 172.16.2.1 timeout is 2 seconds. Success rate is 100%. 5/5 round trip minimum average max 15/28/70 milliseconds. Okay. So pinging router 3 using the 9192. Mali na. Hindi pwede. 192.168.1.1. Okay. Enter. So, time skip sequence abort sending 5, 100 pets ICMP equals to 192.168.1.1 times out is 2 seconds. Success rate is 100%. 5/5 round trip minutes average max 3/8/17 milliseconds. Okay, on router 3 route, configure static route to 172.16.10 network using serial 0/0/1 interface on router 2. So, sa router 2. IP route. Then show IP route. Enter. So, why it's invalid? Accept. So, IP route. View routing table verify the new static route entry. Notice that the route coded is. So let's debug IP routing. Okay. Show IP route. Enter. Okay, here's the output. Ayan, para sa gateway. Then 172.0.0./24 subnetted 1 subnets 172.16.0. Via 192.168.2, then 192.168.10/24 is directly connected to serial 0/0/1. 192.168.20/24 is directly connected to fast Ethernet 0/0. Okay. Assume the following packets have arrived at router 3 with the indicated destination addresses. Well, 3 discharge the packet are forward. Lucia! Step 3. Use ping to check connectivity between the host PC3 and host PC2. From the host PC3, it is possible to ping the host PC2. This ping should fail. Pings will arrive PC2. PC2. If you have configured and verified all devices through ping. Tracing route to 172.16.1.0 over a maximum of 30 hops. 130 milliseconds, 18 milliseconds, 9 milliseconds, 192.168.2.1. There's a second requested timeout. So, wala na. Request timeout. Tracing route to 172.16.10.0 over maximum of 30 hops. So, yan. So, ang 1, 30 milliseconds, 18 milliseconds, 9 milliseconds, 192.168.2.1. So, the rest, wala. Request lang. So, complete. Okay. Use ping. On router 2, configure static route to reach the 192.168.2.10 need to work. So, Step 5. View the routing table to verify the new static route entry. Okay. Full hyperroute. Sure. Hyperroute. Okay. And yung muna. Sure. Hyperroute. Okay. R2 show hyperroute codes connected. So S static. So yes, then gateway the last resort was not yet met. Then 172.16.0/24 submitted to must. So 172.16.1 is directly connected to pass Ethernet 0/0. 172.2 is that 0 is directly connected to serial 0/0. So nag-up na siya. 192.168.1.0 24 is directly connected to serial 0/0. 192.168.20/0 via 192, so 1/0 via 192.168.1. Okay, parehas na sila. Step 6, use ping to check connectivity between the host PC3 and the host PC2. In the following exercise, fill the blanks. This ping should be successful. R2 has a static route to the R3 LAN. In the following exercise, fill in the blanks to the document the process as the ping travels from the source to destination. The ICMP process on PC3 formulates a ping request to PC2 and sends the reply to IP process. Okay, ICMP process. Okay. So ICMP process on the formulates request IP. So the IP process on PC3 encapsulates the ping packets with the source IP address of destination IP address. Okay. So, ano? Mali pa. So, dapat maliin lang ko. PC3 source IP address. Okay, ICMP. Hindi ko captured forward tuloy ako. PC3 prints packet with source MAC of indicate device name and the destination MAC address of the indicate device name. MAC address. Info. PC3 sends frame out of the media and the encode bit stream. So, ito. Okay. So tayo nahitabo. So, R3 received the bit stream. So, PC3 sends a stream out of the media encoded bit. So, receive and serial 0/0.1 receive the frame interface destination MAC. Destination MAC. See the layer. It's DLC frame. Tapos its source IP destination 192.168.1.1 ICMP message type 0. Okay. 3 strips daw. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 strips MAC address of Ethernet header. So ping IP header source. So R3 lookup destination IP addresses the routing. So sa table, so next hop IP address is reachable at interface. 7. R3 encapsulates the packet in itself decipher and forwards from correct interface. However it's spelled. HLDC pack does contain the value of 08. So asa man ni 08 daw? 0 times 8F address. Excuse mo na.
What gonna?
Later na yan, okay?
What gonna?
You're smart. So, R to receive frame on. So, ang R2, so asa man ni siya? Si R2, pas Ethernet 0/0 receive the frame. So, mana sa R2. Tapos HLDC port. So, asang in layer 2, HLDC frame, HLDC. So, sa layer 2, IP address of, ang IP address niya is destination 192.168.1.1. Then, this destination address is directly connected to the directly connected to PC2. IP header source 172.16.10 destination 192.168.1.1 ICMP message 0 header port. The IP header destination ICMP. Okay, so R2 receive HLDC. So destination sa IP 192.168 ICMP message layer. R2 encapsulates ping request a frame of source MAC indicate device name. Device name R2 at device name source R3. Sa at device, so sa R2 siya, ang source niya is R3, ang destination niya is PC2. Routing this destination is directly connected to the interface. So interface kuan serial 0/0/1 detail. R2 encapsulates frame MAC destination ICMP checksum MAC destination ito source hindi na siya okay 16-19 bits. R2 then send the frame out on the media as encoded bit stream out of the media bit stream. Inbound at PDU. So HLDC data so data 17 session. This source IP destination 168. Okay. data variable length ICMP to checksum. PC2 receive the bit stream on its from PC2 receive the bits. Ang bit media is so ito source that PC yung bit media variable. So ang bit bytes many bits 31 bits sa IP and ICMP is 31 bits. So 31 bits. PC2 receive it on its stream 31 and it matches MAC address space of trips of Ethernet data the IP process three. Sorry. The destination IP address on R2. Destination IP address R2. So 192.168.1.1. Destination next hop of address. So the next hop. Ito 17 ang source manager. Source destination. So ito yung bit niya. 56 bit. 31 bits. Sakit sa mata. Oh my God na. Tested configure static route using an exit interface. To configure static routes with an exit interface is specified. Use the following syntax. So any prefixes, syntax description, prefix IP route, prefix for the destination host. So prefix IP route, this one, di ba, IP route, then ito ang, this one is the IP route prefix destination. Then prefix mask of the destination host or networks interface type. So this one 255.255.255. Then interface dash number, network, interface type, and interface number. Maring serial 0/0/01. Okay. So manatado. So step to view the routing table to verify the new static route entry. So R1. So what message dapat? I show IP name. So what message except or end. Na-end na lang nato. Napa na. Then show IP route. So para mo gawas ni siya ay IP route. Okay. So code CC connected static RG1. So para sila gateway last resort is not set. Okay, subnet mask. Subnetted to subnets. 172.16.10/1 slash, so this one is kuan sir ganito tawag ano medyo 1/0 via 192.168.12.2 172.16.2 is directly connected to serial 0/0.1 and 192.168.1.0/24 is directly connected to serial 0/0/1. 192.168.2.0/24 is directly connected to Pass Ethernet 0/0. Then use the show running config command to verify what static routes are currently configured on R3. Okay. So host name, okay, building, show running config building configuration current configuration 672 bytes plus version 12. So there is something there. No service password encryption, hostname R3 enable secret, then IPSS version, diretso na just pass Ethernet, there na ta. Pass Ethernet 0/0 IP address 192.168.2.1, then 255.255, this is the subnet mask lat 0, duplex O2. So, wala nagbibutang. Then, interface pass Ethernet no IP address, internet speed auto shutdown, interface serial 0, VLAN, BTY. IP classes, interface serial bits. Okay, interface serial 0/0, IP address 192.168. So may ano na siya, no shutdown. No shutdown, interface VLAN. So serial, interface serial 0/1, IP address 192.168.252.252.250, then interface. So end na siya. IP class, IP route 172.168.10255.192.168.2. IP route 172.16.2.0.255 serial 0/1. Okay. How you remove either those routes from the configuration? So step 3 on router 2, configure, so router 2 daw. Configure static route to 192.168.3.0 network using serial 0/0/interface on of the router 2 as the exit interface. Okay. So R2 config T. So IP route this one 172.168.3.0.255.255.255.0 serial 0/0. And then there is show Show IP route. Show IP route. No. Okay. So here, gateway of last resort had said 172.16.0.0/20 was submitted with 3 subnets. 172.16.1.0 is directly connected Fast Ethernet 0/0. 172.16.2.0 is directly connected serial 0/0. 172.16.30 is directly connected to serial 0/0/0. 192.168.1.0/24 is directly connected to serial 0/0/192.168.2.0/24 1/0 via 192.168.1.1. Okay. So step 5, at this point R2 has complete routing table with valid routes to all 5 networks shown in the topology diagram. So, yung nag-up din ang completion 88. Kanina is 86. So, nevertheless, does this mean that R2 can receive ping replies from all destinations shown in the topology diagram? Why or why not? So, use ping connectivity. Okay. Ping 172.16.1.0 with 32 bytes of data. So, not reachable siya. So, tama dito. So, there. The ping should fail because the router 1 does not have a return route to the 170 links. Okay, ghost for 0. So, pinging 172.16.10 with 32 bytes of data. Reply from 172.16.1.1 bytes 32 times 13 bytes 1225 reply 172. So, ang PC1 lang wala. PC2 meron. Pero photo procedure sa reply. So, why may gawas na pinging statistic. Okay. Copy. Ito. Step 1. Sa task 9, configure default static route. So, step 1, to configure default static route, use the following syntax. So, IP route, tas ito, IP address interface. So, IP route 00, tas ang IP address 172. Okay, enter. Then next is, view the routing table to verify the new static route entry. So, static route entry is, so, i-end mo na siya. Then, show IP route. So, route na itong ipangita. Okay. So, nag-90 na siya. So, effective na. Correct na ako. Step 2, view. So, ito. View the routing table to verify the new static route entry. So, para ma-view, use the show IP route. So, mauna ni siya ang nahitabo ng output. So, gateway last resort is 172.16.2.2 to network 0.0.0.0.0. So, parehas sila. Then 172.160.0/24 is subnetted to two subnets. 172.16.2.0 is directly connected serial 0/0/0. 172.16.30 is directly connected to fast Ethernet 0/0. So static 0.0.0.0/0 1/0 via 172.16.2.2. So that's the output for step 2 viewing routing table to verify the new static route entry of the R1. And let's proceed to step 3. Use ping to check connectivity between host PC2 and PC1. So point note there is that the R1 now has a default route. The gateway of last resort will send all unknown traffic out serial 0/0/0 which is connected to R2. Okay. Task number 10. Configure summary static route. We could configure another static route on R3 for the 172.16.3.10 network. However, we already has two static routes to 172.12 slash 1.16.20/24 and 172.16.0/24. Since the network are so close together, we can summarize them into one route. Looking the three networks, the binary level, we can a common boundary of 22-bit from the left. Step 1 in task 10, configure a summary static route. So step 1, configure the summary static route on the R3 router. The networks to be used in the summary route is 172.16.0.0/22. So, kana sa dyan. Okay, config IP route 172. So, enter the IP. So, verify the summary route installed in the routing table. So, ito. Show IP route. Minimum gawas schedule as resort is not set. 172.16.0.0/16 is variably subnetted 3 subnets and 2 masks. 172.160.0/22 1/0 via 192.168.1.2 172 static na sila. Static na 172 ay 3 subnets daw. Ito 3 subnets. 172.16.0.24 1/0 via 192.168.2. Then 172.168.2.0/24 is directly connected to serial 0/0/1 on 2 masts. 192.168.12 that 1/0/24 is directly connected serial 0/01 192.168 that 2/0/24 is directly connected to fast Ethernet 0. So yan. So, para sila. So, configure summary role on R3 or router 3 did not remove the static routes. So, can you release static routes? Configure earlier because these routes are more specific routes. They both use 24 mask, whereas the new summary will be using a 22 mask. Ito 22 plus 24. Okay, 22 to 24. Step to remove the two static routes that are currently configured or R3 by using the no form of the command. Consider. So, and then show and payload. So, di na sila makita. So, 172.16. So, mana ni ang code ni Ja. Connected static. C is connected as is static. Okay. 172 subnet. So, ano lagi? 179. Pinanggal sila silang buhod. Okay, end muna tayo ha. Configure. To show. So, manalo ko show IP route. So, invalid detectment. Okay, end muna tayo. Then, balik ka sa query mo IP. Sige, pwede mo diretso. Configuratin. Enter. Then, show IP route. So, sa R3, ang no IP route lang na pwede is 172.168.1.255.0.192.168.2. So, mao ni ang ijang result ganina ang lutuan. So, ang ikaduha here ang ini no IP route 172 serial. So, wala na siya. Step 3. Use ping to check connectivity between the host PC3 and PC1. So, from the host PC3 is possible to ping the host PC1. Okay. This ping should be successful this time because there is road to 172 16.3.0 network on. The R3 router and the R1 router can return the packet using route. Okay, ping statistic for 172.16.0 packet sent 4, received 4, lost 0. And that's all for this activity. 2.8.1 basic static route configuration lab. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something from this video.